Hi guys, this is my last cemetery stroll, part 4. I just hiked up a long freaking fucking hill, and when I got to the top of this hill, which I got to the top of this hill like 1 minute ago, I saw this beautiful fucking sunset. Sorry for all the swearing, but do you see that? Do you see that, guys? I'm coming to you live at 7:06 a.m. to bring you this beautiful sunset. Very beautiful sunset, indeed. Indeed, I do say it myself. That's fun. Let me know what you think of the sunset in the comment section down below. Part 4, cemetery stroll. So basically, I'm at another part of the Forest Hill Cemetery, same cemetery I was at yesterday. And I am here early in the morning. It just opened like 8 minutes ago. And I wanted to record. I just wanted to record this and show you this part of the cemetery. So here we go. Over here, we have a couple of gravestones. A beautiful grave. This person's name is Leon. Their family, I guess. Left him a whole bunch of flowers. Nice floating grave of flowers. American flag. They were colors, Asian, Chinese American. When you're here, you're American. It doesn't matter where you're from. I don't believe in all that, like, green card stuff. If you're American, it doesn't matter what race you are, you're American. I hate racism so much. Anyhow, as I was saying, this guy's name, or this lady, whomever this may be, they passed away, sadly. And they have another sort of array of flowers, you know. A lot of people on this side are Asian or Japanese, or some of those Pacific Islanders. So, back to the sunset. That sunset over there. Oh, so walk with me while I show you more of the cemetery, because I'm just circling around in the same area. So, the cemetery opened just now, so I don't think there will be people over here kind of like bothered me and stuff. You see that building behind us? Yeah. A couple of trees here. Yeah, this, like I said, this is going to be my last cemetery stroll. I think, at least. Unless I see something really awesome that I have to show you guys. But other than that, I think I'm freaking done with all the cemetery strolls, because I really want to get started on my ASMR video. I might do that tomorrow or today. I might do it tomorrow. I might make my first ASMR video tomorrow. So, yeah. So, I'm getting closer. I'm drawing nigh to the, I'm drawing ever closer to the place that I wanted to show you. I have the bad hiccups. I feel like I'm gonna hiccup. And I also, my nose is a little bit stuffy because it's getting colder outside. But, it's that beautiful part of the cemetery. You never know how beautiful something is. Definitely if it's on a regular day. But when the sun is shining and the sunset and the sunrise, it kind of makes things look more beautiful than what they actually are when it's just a regular sunny day. I think certain days always makes things look good. Like if you see a pink orange sky and you're driving on the highway, or you're in a room and you see that beautiful sunset, it's like a special moment in your life because we don't know how long we're here for. We don't know how long we're going to live. So when you see those things, it just makes you, you know, fall in love with those beautiful sunsets and those sunrises and the certain times when those events occur. It brings, like, you know, it brings sparkles into your eyes in a sense. Because, you know, when we die, we don't know when we're gonna die, and when we do die, we love those memories and we wish we could hold on to them, you know. But I don't know if we'll remember anything or if we'll remember everything when we die, because we're never going to come back to the earth, and our bodies are going to leave. Our spirits are going to leave our bodies, so how will we remember everything, you know? I guess we're just remembering for now. But, so yeah, I'm getting closer to the place that I wanted to show you. And after that, then I want to upload this video. I just want to give you a quick little small tour of one of my favorite other places. I love this area so much. This is like my gothic emo daydream. When I think about coming over here, I always come to this specific area. It has this gothic presence about it. This emo goth presence about it. More of a goth. I would say more of a gothic presence. You can be emo and goth at the same time. It's called emo goth. But I happen to be emo, goth, and a metalhead. So, but I have more emo traits than goth traits, and I have more metalhead traits than both. I'm more of like 90% metalhead. I'm 10% emo. Well, no, I would say I'm 90% metalhead. I'm 5% emo, and then I'm 5% goth, just to make it up to 100. Because I got some goth traits and I have some emo traits, and I have a lot of metalhead traits. As if you check my playlist on YouTube or on my phones, full of metal bands. More metal bands than emo groups and goth bands. But I'm starting to get into the goth bands and the emo bands. My Chemical Romance #1 for emo rock or emo punk rock, and #2 from one of my other favorite emo bands, I would say I would go with Aiden. You know, Aiden, the band, they broke up, but they were a good band. They made the songs The Last Sunrise, We Sleep Forever, something like that, I think. And a few other songs from them I like. And then my third favorite emo band is Chiodos. I think I said that right, Chiodos. And I like, well, I don't consider Escape the Fate emo. So if they were an emo band, I would probably put them at #2. But Escape the Fate is more of like a post-hardcore metalcore band, so they don't really count as emo to me. Just like how they have emo traits, but I wouldn't consider Escape the Fate to be fully emo, because full emo music doesn't sound like Escape the Fate or Falling in Reverse or Pierce the Veil. They have emo traits within their music, but I wouldn't consider it full-on 100% emo band music. It's more of like a emo traits or emo music mixed with post-hardcore, metalcore, hard rock stuff. That's what I would consider Pierce the Veil or Escape the Fate or Falling in Reverse or Motionless in White or Asking Alexandria, which I love all of those bands, of course. And then I like death metal, like Cannibal Corpse, and I like Slayer, thrash metal, and stuff like that. But I'm more into my emo side. So even though I'm a metalhead, I listen to the heaviest stuff like black metal and stuff. I've always been more into my emo side. So I can listen to a black metal song 1 second, death metal song, thrash metal, but I always feel the need to go back to my emo post-hardcore side, because when I first got into metal, that's kind of what brought me into the whole metal scene, and it got me into Ozzy Osbourne, Motley Crue, AC/DC. I started looking up all these bands, Dimmu Borgir, Cradle of Filth. That's what got me into the whole metal genre scene of music, and it got me into the whole fashionista of being emo. I've always been emo since I was a kid. I had the whole emo traits and stuff like that. But by the way, this is one of my favorite parts of the cemetery. I love coming down here. I've always been emo since I was a kid. That's no doubt about it. But I didn't start getting into the fashion until I was 14 years old. That was back in 2009. 10 years later, I'm 24, as I said a trillion times. But I'm 24 now, and I'm 24 now, and I am still emo, and I'm still into metal, and I'm happy who I am. I don't have to change what I like and who I am, and emo does not have an age. Emo dressing, emo thoughts, the way emos carry themselves. I'm emo, I'm proud of myself. I don't have to be something I'm not. We only get one life. Why are we going to try and change ourselves for some human that doesn't even care about us, and they're going to pass away just like the rest of us? We're all doomed to pass away eventually, so I'm not going to waste my breath and time and energy when I already have to make people like me. But I don't have to make people like me. They should be able to like me and accept me for being emo or just being myself. It's not about emo and putting myself in a category. I'm emo, but I'm really just me. That's it. There's no stereotypes or boxes. People want to put everything in a box. Racially, diversity, religion, everything needs to be put in a box, but it really doesn't. It's just people can't figure stuff out and open their minds, and they're too lazy and shit. So they're like, you know what, forget it. I'm too lazy to actually pull this apart and understand what I'm really talking about, because they know if they do, they're gonna realize how wrong they are, and then they don't feel like going through all that thing, those like breaking things apart. Like, oh, not all emo people cut themselves, because there are a lot of emo people who do not cut themselves. But the stereotype is from that MySpace crap, 2005 stuff, and they just can't get that out of their heads. So that's what they think about us, but it's not true. They think goth people always hang out at cemeteries, but that's not true. Not all goth people, but of course, there are a collective group, not everyone in that group, but a collective part of the group which does like those things, and there's nothing wrong with going to the cemetery. It's a beautiful place. Cutting yourself, on the other hand, yes, that's bad. But, you know, when it comes to depression, depression affects everyone. Emo or not emo. You don't have to be emo or goth to be depressed. You can be as very depressed as a person who says they're emo. You know, you don't have to be emo or goth to be depressed. You can be a regular person and still be depressed. You know? So, being depressed and emo does not even qualify. Like, anyone can be depressed. You don't have to be emo or goth to be depressed. That makes no sense. I'm emo. I do have depression, but depression affects almost a lot of, I think they said 1 million or something people in the world. So, and even if it doesn't affect you now, it will eventually catch up to you at some time in your life, because of all the struggles in life and the problems and the things you see around you. They start to affect you and make you want to actually find an escape. And that's why people escape through music, art, fashion, design, computers, because they need that outlet to heal them from the depression and stress and everyday life that hurts. You know, losing someone in your life, your mother, your dad, your family, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, you know, it affects you in a huge way. And you don't have to be emo to feel those things. And if you are emo and you feel those things and those things happen to you, you shouldn't feel ashamed. Because if you're emo and something really has happened to you and you really are going through certain things, people are always going to just say, oh, you're going through those things because you're emo. But that's not true. What if you did lose your mom and you just happen to be emo? What if you did lose your best friend or your cat or your dog or something and you are emo, you know? Then it's like, how are you judging me and saying I'm depressed because I'm emo when I actually did lose someone in my life? And being emo and depressed are two separate things. So emo is a fashion, a culture, a statement, and depression is just depression. It's a disorder that affects a lot of people in the world, whether they're emo or not, as I said a trillion times before. So emo is different from being depressed. So yeah. But anyways, let be. Ugh, sorry, I'm getting my words mixed up. Let idiots be idiots. Let people judge us because we're different from them. Let people call us emo and goth because they can't be as different as us and they can't find themselves, so they want to follow and cling to a group that eventually probably kick them out, and then they'll look for another group to go to, and then still make fun of other people while they're getting kicked out of groups. And then no wonder why they can't find themselves, because they always cling themselves to a group. But the good thing about being emo or a goth is you find yourself and you know what's truly going on. You can see the things around you for what they really are. So, not all goths. Some goths are probably still, interested in like socializing, of course. But there's some goth people that love socializing and emo people that love socializing, and there's some that don't. I'm more of one of those who don't like socializing because I don't really have any friends and I don't want to start making any. I don't need a reason to. But I'm probably going to end the video here because it's almost 20 minutes. It's my longest stroll video, my longest cemetery stroll video, and I don't want to keep this going past 20 minutes. But hopefully if you can sit through this long ass video again, then that would be very and kindly grateful, and I would appreciate it. Thank you guys, and have a lovely day. I myself have to go to a birthday party. Not a birthday party, but a party because it's a welcome back party for someone in my family. They went on long vacation and they're coming back. We haven't seen them for like months and months or whatever. So we're throwing them a welcome back party. So I have to go there, and I can't dress goth or anything or emo. So I have to wear like, if I can't wear something that is kind of emo, then I have to just wear regular clothes. But tomorrow I'll be back to my emo clothing wearing self, whatever. Alright, it's getting closer to 20 minutes long, so let me shut it down. Alright guys, you know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. You guys take care and have a spooky day. Okay, bye. Bye-bye.